Right. So yesterday we were seeing the history of Python. Okay. And we have seen who has created Python. Guido van Rossum it is, right? The creator of Python is Guido van Rossum. In the late year 1980s, he has created this Python programming, and then they have started implementing it in 1991. Okay, and the first version of Python was released in the year 1995. Okay, focusing on what simplicity and readability. Okay, code readability, right? Also we have seen that Python 2.0, that was the after 1.0 version, right? The prior version of the post version of 1.0, we had the importance of garbage collector they have introduced, as well as Unicode support. Already we have seen what is garbage collector, right? Now again, after this, they have introduced Python 3.0. Okay, Python 3.0 in the year 2008. Okay, 2008 they have released Python 3.0, right? And also was significantly redesigned. Okay, redesigned to improve the language consistency. Okay, language consistency, and remove outdated outdated features, right? So every feature has its own meaning here, right? So in our general life also, when we see in mobiles, right, in Android or whatever the software we use, right, whatever the operating system use, they keep updating it, right? Day by day, month by month, year by year, they keep updating it. Why? Because to make our data or make our application more efficient, right? More efficient, or we can say updated. Okay, here also, once they have released 1.0, they may thought like we need something to more update here, right? So they have introduced something like garbage collection and Unicode support. After that, they might have think like something again we need to change, right? So they have introduced they introduced 3.0 in the year 2008, and significantly redesigned to improve the language's consistency. Okay, and also it removes the outdated features, right? So likewise, this we have continuing the they have continued the updation of the Python, right? And now Python continues to evolve with over the year it evolves, right? Sorry. So here Python continues to evolve over the years, right? With regular updates updates and maintaining its popularity and expanding its ecosystem, right? Its ecosystem, right? So this is all about the history of Python, how they have created, when they have created. Okay, now let's talk about, here we have completed history of Python, but why they have made this particular Python. First question is this, and how, what are the tools they have used, what are the I would say, what are the programming language they have used. So with the help of that they have made this, right? So let's start with that. Python influenced from different several languages are like C programming, C++, Java, right? Could you please keep your phone? Is it more important than class? Then acha, you are okay, fine. So, yeah, go and get, right. So Python got influenced from several languages. What are the languages? Python inspired, or I would say influenced from, let's start with this first. First, that is ABC language. ABC language. Okay, what it is? ABC language, right? That is what it is not nowadays, it is not existing, right? ABC language. What this language? Python got influenced from ABC language because of the syntax and the design principle what it has, or it had actually. Okay. Now ABC language influenced Python. Okay. Python's syntax and the design yeah design principle design principle. Okay, what is the aim of this? Aiming for simple, or we can say simplicity and more readability. Okay, aiming for simplicity and readability. Okay, simplicity and readability. Online guys, if you get any kind of doubt, immediately you can ask me. Okay, as this is just theoretical parts, we haven't started yet our programming part. Okay, so once we start the programming part, if you get any kind of doubt, you can immediately ask me. Okay, so most probably today we are going to start the features of Python as well, where we are going to see what makes Python different from other languages. And this is one of the interview question: why do we choose Python instead of other languages? Why do we choose Python? Okay, or why you have done, or why you have learned Python? They may ask question like this as well, right? So there you have to know about the Python. Why do we actually need Python? Okay, fine. Next, ABC language influenced because of Python influenced from ABC because of its syntax and design principle. Syntax means obviously it would be having what? Simple syntax, right? That's why we are calling it as simplicity and readability. Easily a beginner can also read it, easily beginner can also learn it, right? Easily understandable, right? Next, also I would say modulo 3. Okay, modulo 3 is also there. Now this modulo 3 has something called, it influenced, Python got influenced from modulo 3 because of it has the modulo system. Okay, modulo system, and also the concept called exception handling. Okay, concept called exception handling. So modulo 3 influenced Python, or Python's module system and exception handling. What is exception handling? I will tell you. Okay, exception handling mechanism, right? Also Python got influenced from one more language called C programming. I hope everyone heard about this. C programming. Now how it has got influenced from C programming? In C programming, obviously their syntax also, it is a beginner friendly programming language, right? C programming. And also I can say it is also having kind of a control flow statements. Okay, flow control, which we call it as flow control statement, like if else condition. There we have some kind of a simple syntax, right? But there also Python has bit of more simple syntax as compared to C programming. Okay, so C programming, okay, Python, I would say Python borrowed, okay, I would say expression is also there. Okay, expression, more simple expressions are there, right? Simple expression and so on. Lots of things we have, right? So I would say Python borrowed the C's I would say syntax for statements and expressions, making it familiar to C program. Also, there is one more programming language called Algo. Okay, Algo programming. So what it is? So Python got influenced from Algo programming as well because of it is having some conditional statement, flow control it has, right? So I would say the Algo influenced Python's block structure, okay, and syntax for flow control or I would say control control flow statements. Are you getting it? Similarly, I do have Perl, okay, I do have Java, C++. I would say also Python got influenced from C++. Okay, let's start with this fifth one, that is a Perl programming language. Okay, scripting language it is, right? It is a scripting language. Perl. Let me write it in. Right. It is an scripting language, right? So I would say Python borrowed regular expression, as regular expression contains kind of a, I would say, text informations, right? Text retrieving. Okay, so I would say it borrowed regular expression, syntax, and string manipulation. I will tell you what these is. These regular expression and string manipulation, right? Regular expression is kind of an advanced topic here, right? Once we complete object oriented, then we will start regular expression, right? So what is string manipulation? I will tell you in initial days only, right? Also, there is one more programming called Java. Everyone knows this, right? Java. Java programming. For what? Obviously, Java is a pure object oriented programming language, right? So Python, I would say Python adopted Java's notation, okay, or I would say Java's OOPS concept, object oriented programming language. I would say object oriented programming, and packages for organizing modules and namespace, right? Modules and namespace. Similarly, I do have something called C++. Okay, C++ is also used for what? Object oriented, right? There is also there C++ is also an object oriented programming language. From there also we can see the Python got inspired. Okay, so this is what, these are the language where the Python influenced from. Okay, did you get? Yes, online guys. Do you have any question online? Everyone, the students, those who are in online. Right. So this is all about from where Python got influenced. Okay. Next, I will go for some new features what in Python they have introduced in 3.x versions. Okay. the post version of 3.x 3.0, I can say, right? Post version, new features in Python 3.x series. Okay, 3.x series. What are the new features they have introduced? And so on. Now also we have lots of new features, right? In 3.12 version as well, we have lots of new features, right? But what are the old features what they have introduced in 3.x series, right? I will go for first one. The first one, that is type hint. Okay, type hint that is introduced in 3.3.5, or I would say 3.5 plus. Okay, type hint, what it does allows allows to specify variables types for better code clarity and error checking. What it means, that see, first of all, in Python is kind of a dynamically typed language. That means if we are declaring the variables, we do not need to give any data type over there, right? Now what is data type, what is this variable and all, I will explain you. But for now you have to understand that Python is a dynamically typed language. Okay, and it does not contain any pre declaration of data type. Okay, we do not need to declare the data type, as type hint is one of the concept or feature, I would say, which allows us to specify variables types for better code. How it is taking it, actually it denotes that particular variable, that it is a kind of, or it is a type of that particular data type. Okay, later on I will explain you about this. If I start explaining you now, so you will get confused now. Okay, so there is one more feature called f string here. Okay, f string that is being introduced in Python 3.6 plus, Python 3.6 plus, right? And what this f string, let me show you, simplifies string formatting, okay, with embedded expressions. I will tell you what it is inside of curly braces, inside of curly braces, right? Let me show you how. So whenever we are writing any code in Python, for example, let's suppose 10 we have, a is equals to 20 we have, b is equals to 10 we have. Okay, let's take 10, right? If I say let's print this particular value, how would you print? Print of, simple, you will write print of a, it is going to give you 20 value. If you write print of b, that means it is going to give you 10 value, right? Either you can go for this as well. If you want to add any string value here, right, you can say the statement. Okay, what is the statement? The value of a. How do you give this? Comma a, right? So what it is going to give, the value of a is what? 20. Are you getting it? Can I say it is embedding the values as well with the statement, right? Also, there is also one more trick is there to use this particular thing with the help of string, f string, okay, which is formatting. Check. Okay, yeah, now you take what we are getting, the value of a is what? Are you getting it? So within this particular curly braces, whatever the variable we have, if we write like this, it is going to give as it is what we, the value we are getting. Are you getting it? Okay, similar, this is similar. If you check, if I print something like the value of a is and I'm saying something like a. So if I close this, it is going to give the value of a is what? 20. Are you getting it? Instead of keeping the value here, what if you have longer statement and you want to keep the value in between of this statement? Would you prefer to do this or will you go for this? Let me show you. Let me show you. Print of, let's take a simple statement. I would say the value of a is, again you have to take something like a, then comma, okay, then again and the value of b is, take something like this, and again you will take b, okay, and you would say the sum of a and b is, again you will take this, okay, sorry, and sum of a and b is, you can say a plus b. Check it. What we are getting, the sum of a is 20 and the value of b is 10 and the sum of a and b is 30. This many particular code we have to write to get it right. And again, if you check again and again, we have to close the statement, then again we have to start with this, again we have to start with this particular inverted comma, again we have to close it, and again we have to do it right. Instead of this, you check it how easily we can do this, right? Keep all the values like this. A
విజిబుల్ గా
is
లేదు సార్, అది మీరు రాస్తున్నది క్లారిటీ కనిపించట్లేదు స్క్రీన్ అనేది.
f string. Just give me a moment. Yeah, what Satish? So Satish, block means it is a block of code. Okay, block of statement you can say. Block means, for example, you take that if you are in Python class, that means you belongs to Python class, right? You are in Python class, you belongs to Python class. In Python programming also, we create certain block of code which specifies certain block of statement. Okay, let me show you one example so that you will understand it. And one more thing, Sirisha, yeah, tell me, sir. Tell me, Sirisha, what it is? Sirisha, I'm waiting. Tell me. Okay, sir. Sirisha, do you have any question? No. Screen visible. Is it visible for everyone? Does the screen is visible? Yes, online
నో
guys.
సార్, నో సార్.
Everyone. Sirisha, you do, yeah, visible it is, right? Sirisha, you do one thing, you leave the class, again you rejoin yourself, right?
రీజాయిన్.
Rejoin it,
ఓకే ఓకే, ఓకే సార్.
right? Okay, fine. So what, where we were? Block, right? Block I was talking about, right? So first we'll complete this, then I will tell you what is block. Now check, the value of a is, I would say a here. A value is what? 20 here. A value is 20. Now 20 is being stored inside of this curly braces, right? Check it now. And value of b is inside of this, I would say b, and value, or I would say the sum of a and b is, in curly braces, I would go for a plus b. Okay, what we have to close it, right? What we are getting, the value of a is 20, same thing we are getting. But if you check, we do not need to, here we do not need to write comma and inverted comma again and again, right, to segregate the value. We do not need to do it like this. Within the particular statement only we are doing all these things. Are you getting it? So this was introduced in Python 3.6 as it is known as f string. Okay. Similarly, also we have something called data classes. Okay, that is introduced in Python 3.7 plus version. Okay, 3.7 plus version. And what it does, I'm not going to explain you data classes here, because if I try to explain it here, it is an object oriented concept, and first we have to see the basic. Okay, you will get confused, but for your intuition, for your knowledge, I'm just telling you this, right? Simplifies creating object, creating, or I would say creating classes for storing data with auto generated methods. Okay, now what is method, what is class, you forget about for now. Storing data, you forget about this for now. Okay, I'll tell you everything in detail about this, right? Fourth one, also there is called pattern matching pattern matching. Now what is pattern matching? Raise the hand those who know C programming or C++ or Java, whatever it is. Don't know? No one knows. You guys also don't know. Yes, online guys. Who knows C, C++, Java, any of the programming language? Okay. So in other traditional language also, there is a concept, there is a particular topic called switch case. Okay, switch case. There we give multiple cases to be chosen. For example, let's suppose in an ATM, you how many options they give? Usually, how many options they give? Two only. They give statements, withdraw, deposit, pin generation, and so many statements also. So can I say 5 to 6 options they are giving? That options are nothing but cases here, multiple cases. If I choose case 1, so what it is going to do? If I choose case 2, what it is going to do? Right? As a programmer, we have to write a code inside of that. Okay, so in Python also there is a concept called matching or pattern matching. We can also call it as match case. Okay, match case. What it is? Provides provides or I would say provides a concise way to write or to match and destructure destructure data based on patterns based on patterns, right? So this is all about what are the new features they have introduced. Okay, and this particular feature has been introduced in the Python 3.10 plus version. Okay, Python 3.10 plus version. So here we have seen some new features of Python. Okay, new features of Python, where we have seen the type hint. Okay, where we have seen the type hint, where we have seen f string, data classes, and pattern matching. Okay, these things, if you are not understanding what these are, no need to worry for now. Okay, just for your knowledge I have given this. Okay, but all these things I will cover in later classes. Okay, later on I will cover these things also, right? Let's go to the main topic. As a beginner we should know, that is features of Python. Features of Python. Okay, so what is the feature? What actually the meaning of feature? Language, uh, I would say the tool provided by the developers. Okay, provided by the developers for building the applications, or I would say real time applications, right? Real time applications. Programming languages, or I would say Python programming includes 11 features, 11 major features, I would say. Okay, 11 major features, and they are I'll start one by one. Okay, first is simple and easy. Simple and easy. First is what? Simple and easy. Second, it is also known as open source. I would say freeware and open source. Freeware and open source. Third one, platform independent. Platform independent. The fourth one, dynamically typed. Dynamically typed. Okay, I'll tell you what is dynamically typed language. The most important thing we have to understand here, right? Fifth one, interpreted programming language. Just give me a moment. Yes, sir, I have messaged you. Pravalika, where? Satish, go ahead. Satish, go ahead quickly. Yeah. Sixth one, high level programming language. Okay. Also, it is a high level programming language. Seventh one, it is a robust language, or I would say it is a strong language, also known as strong language. Okay. Eighth one, it is known for its object oriented programming principle. Okay. Ninth, that is known as embedded. Okay, ninth is what? Acha, it is kind of a both. Okay, it is a both procedural and object oriented programming principle. Okay, it follows both procedural and object oriented programming principle. Ninth is embedded. 10th one, that is extensible. And last one, that is supports third party libraries. Okay, third party libraries. Shall we start one by one? Dynamically, I'll tell you what is dynamically one by one. Okay, just give me a moment as well. Shall we start? Okay. First, Python is a simple and easy language. Python is one of the simple and easy language. Why? People says writing code is easy in Python, right? But why? Easily understandable, right? That is one thing. Okay. And same thing, we can easily understand, right? We are only going to understand, that means we are human. Yeah, next, predefined functions. Okay, So even Java is also having predefined functions. Okay, that is also one thing. Fine. Next, no online guys, no online student responding. Hey, please join with your name. What is this attendee? What is this attendee? Join with your name,
Share and
right? So
opens.
that, yeah. Ramakrishna. Right. Less code. Okay, fine. Okay, let me explain you. Right? So particularly in Python programming language, there is a concept called module. Okay, there is a concept called module. First of all, let me show you that when it comes to uh, Python, right? Python is one of the simple language, easy language, right? But there are three technical reasons which makes Python different from other languages. Okay, first is module. It has a rich set of API. It has a huge set of API, right? So I would say Python Python is one of the simplest programming language for three main reasons. Okay, what are those reasons? First, I would start from one rich, or I would say huge set of API, huge set of API. Now, what is API? What is API? Don't say application programming interface. What is API? If I ask you what is Insta, what is Insta? But you are not saying Instagram, right? If I ask you Instagram is the full form of Insta, right? Okay. And what about API? For API, it is application programming interface, right? Hmm. So you don't know the proper definition of that. Hmm. Right. So API is nothing but it is a collection of modules. Okay, API is nothing but it is a collection of modules. So write it like Python has many libraries that let programmer to reuse reuse existing code instead writing their own. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Now let's suppose you have one power. Okay, you have one power of traveling 1 hour of journey, or you can convert the 1 hour of journey into 1 minute. Would you choose that to travel 1 hour, or would you choose only 1 minute to travel? 1 minute, because you have power, right? And you would love to get it. Yes, so that power is one of the feature for you, right? And you can say that is minimizing the time travel, where you are getting, or you are taking 1 hour to travel over there. How much you are taking now? Single minute, 1 minute. Are you getting it? So can I say it is reducing the time? Here also there is a term called module. Okay, there is a term called module which actually reduce the code. Okay, writing. Let's suppose I have something. Let me show you with example so that you will understand it. where it is. Right. Now let's go for it. I have one module called calendar. It is a basic example. I always give this example to everyone so that easily you can understand. There is a module called calendar. Okay, I have imported this calendar. No need to understand what I have done here. Import calendar, what it is. I'll explain you everything. Okay, each and everything. But for now, you think about it that this is one of the power you have. Okay, with the help of this power, what you are going to do is you're going to write the code, simple code, where you are going to get the calendar. Okay, check it. Print of I would say calendar dot calendar of 2024. Okay, check what we are getting. Calendar we are getting. Did I write this code? Did I write any code to make this? How we are getting this calendar? Already someone has created, and this calendar is an built-in calendar in our, or built-in module in our Python software. Okay, what we are doing, only thing we have to do is what we have to call this particular module, and with the help of this module we are using the class and variables or functions to use the calendar. Are you getting it? Similarly, you can say one more example. I'll give you. There is one more module called random module. Now let's check same thing. Let's check it with this. You go to chrome. Okay, and here you check something like um, calendar program in C programming. Okay, calendar project or program, I would say. Calendar programming, C programming. Check it. To display month by month calendar it is, right? If you check here, how many line of code? Check it. Almost you have to write 100 plus line of code to get the result like this. To get the result like this, how many code? Almost more than 100 line of code you have to write. Yes or no? Similarly, you check it for Java also. Java calendar program. Okay, check it. Java is also having kind of a thing, but to get the calendar just like this, current calendar year 2018, current calendar like this, and so many things we can create. But if you check how many line of code we have to write here, how many line of code we have to write here, that is also you have to understand, right? And also, to get this kind of result, we are writing this much of code, and to write something like this. Okay, for writing calendar like this we have to write this much long code. If you check, are you getting it? But to get in Python, how many line it requires? Two lines. Okay, can I say this module can be reused multiple times? Who has created it? Python developers. How many times? How many times? One time. How many times we are using it? Multiple times. Can I say it leads to reusing the code? Multiple times I can use it, right? That's what it is saying is huge set of API. Python has many libraries that let programmer reusing existing code instead writing their own code. Are you getting it? That means if you create a module, You do not need to write that particular code again and again. You only have to import that module, import the module and use whatever the feature you have kept it there. Are you getting it? Okay. So now what is API? API, we call it as, now tell me the full form of this. Application programming interface. What is the use of this? What it does or what it is actually? Okay. So API is nothing but a collection collection of modules. Collection of modules. Just now we have seen module. Like this, we have n number of module in Python software. N number of modules. Do you want to check? Just a simple thing I'll show you. Okay. See, these things we have in Python. Okay. And this could be your I would say libraries. Okay, check it. Pandas is one of the library in Python, right? Similarly, if you want to check, and Django is one of the library. These are the I would say these are kind of a third party APIs we have. What it is? Third party APIs, right? And if you want the documentation of this, check Python libraries document. Go to it and you will find out n number of libraries here for each and everything. Okay, you want to check, if you can check it from here, right? You want to check for calendar, go and check it. Calendar, find it somewhere. Okay. Numeric function files and format, date and time, there you will find out. Concurrent. Okay, let's check it. Check it. Calendar, we got it. Calendar, we got it, right? Now you go for it. Calendar is one of the class. Here if you check, it is a function. Now, are you understanding this? Okay, so calendar is one of the module here, and with the help of module I can reuse my code. N number of time I can reuse my code, right? That is the meaning of module. Now what is module? What is module here? What is module? Module, just now I have told you, module is a collection of classes, functions and variables. Okay, classes, functions and variables. Are you getting it? Let me show you. In this particular case, if you check, calendar is one type of a module. Calendar is what? A module here. I can say it is a library, right? It is a library. Inside library, what we have? We have class. If you check calendar class, it is. And here in this particular case also, if you check calendar, it is a module. Import calendar, that means we are calling the calendar, we are getting the calendar. How to use the features of calendar? We would have three things actually, right? What it is? Classes, functions and variables. Now tell me what is class? Class is nothing but, here if you check, calendar is one of the class. Now function, here also calendar is one of the function. Let me show you one more example. Okay, in this particular example, import calendar. Okay, we have imported the calendar. You do one thing, clear it. Import calendar. Okay, once you import the calendar, write print of calendar, that is a class, dot month. Okay, month of 2 and 2024 25, let's say. Okay, what it is saying, uh, list index. Okay, okay, fine, fine. 2024, and let's take fifth month, right? What we are getting, 2024 year, and what we are getting, fifth month, that is May month. Are we getting or not getting? Right now, in this particular case, check for this line only. Okay, here this calendar is one of the class we have. Calendar is what? One of the class. Month is what? One of the function we have. And whatever we are passing inside this function, we call it as variables, or we can say value as well. Okay, which stores as a formal parameter. I'll tell you what these are. Okay, now one more time you read this particular uh, note. What it is, module is a collection of, read, module is a collection of classes, functions and variable. Check it, how it is a collection. Module is a collection of classes, functions, variables. Are you getting it? Yes, easy it is. So this makes our Python programming one of the easiest programming language with the help of module feature. Okay, one of the simple language. This is just a single factor, technical factor, or I would say main reason it is. Okay, tomorrow I will explain you the second reason and third reason. Okay, shall we stop it here? Any doubt online, guys? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Yes, online. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Guys, do you have any question? Is it understand? Same, same. Okay, in more technical term, we call it as module. Okay, it is kind of a thing. Let's suppose you have, you're going to a library. Okay, you're going to a library and you want a specific book, and each and every book has its own shell. Okay, shell or cell, what we call it as shell, I guess, so we call it as, right? So for that, to get that particular book, will you go to different book shell, or will you go to that particular shell, right? For that you have to go to there, right? Here also, to fetch that particular module, we have to call it. It should also be present in Python, otherwise we will get error. Okay, so it is like kind of this thing. What it is, how many days to complete Python? Ramakrishna, it is going to take around 3 months, 3 to 3.5 months. Okay, so modules are predefined codes written by other with specific function that we use. Right, Himanshu, correct it is. Any other question? Online, offline, guys, you don't have any question?
Sir, I
Everything
have
clear?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, for the data engineer, how much Python course is required? I just wanted to know.
Sorry, sorry, come
Core
again.
for the data engineer, how much
Okay,
Python course is required? So core Python is
total, yes,
sufficient.
core plus advanced, everything is required.
Okay, this is full
Eight,
stack Python, right? So
yes,
how
yes, this is full
how
stack
many
Python.
days? In how many days core and advanced Python will be in?
It will take around 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Any other question?
So
Yeah,
remaining
one more.
3 is about.
Yeah, sorry,
So this course you are saying 5 to 6 months, right? So
five to
three
six
months
months, right?
for 3 months
For
is
front
for.
end part and all frameworks, database
Oh,
framework, everything will take 3 months.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Uh, and one more thing, that we are going to provide you 3 days of demo session. After demo session, you will be having 3 to 4 days initial classes, right? Regular classes up to 6. Okay, in between you can enroll yourself. Okay, enroll yourself and try to make it as soon as possible. After 6 they are not going to give you the access, so try to make it out as soon as possible, right? So we are going to complete our demo session tomorrow. That is a 3 days of demo session. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow we are going to complete it. So for regular batches also we are going to give you 2 or 3 more days to enroll yourself. Okay, so meanwhile you try to do it as soon as possible. And yeah, Satish. No, I'm not saying as soon as. He's thinking like I'm calling him. I'm not calling you as soon as possible, Satish. You do one thing, you take hyphen Satish. Okay, as soon as possible, hyphen Satish. That would be good, right? Do you have any question, other? Yes, online. Try to make it earlier, right? Try to make it earlier so that we can go smoothly. And also those who are new to this, right, those who are new to this, no need to worry, just one class has been completed. This is the second class. And also if you want, you can go to the recordings, you can see the recordings and go through the topic what we have seen yesterday. Okay, just it is a initial days, so it is not going to be that much important. It is important, but try not to miss it. Okay, try not to miss it. And also if you have missed any session, you can go through the videos as well. Okay, notes also I will be providing. Just we need to complete the demo session, then we will make a normal Google form, Google Classroom. There I will be uploading all the notes. Okay, any other question, Satish? Satish, I'm loving this guy actually. As soon as possible, I'm loving it. And every time he raises the hand. Yeah, shall we stop it here? Okay. Thank you so much, guys. So see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and also try to uh, learn whatever we have seen. Okay. Try to go through all these things. So yeah, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.